Guys, it's Elizabeth from Elizabeth Books, and I'm here today to do the mid-year book freakout tag. I was tagged by Ashley from Tea Leaves and Bookbindings. Thanks, Ashley! And I'm really excited to do this tag. I know half of the year is already over, but it still looks like a lot of fun and I wanted to do it. So let's jump into it. Question 1 is the best book you've read so far in 2015. And I'm going to have to go with Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I loved this book so much. I thought it was amazing. I just loved everything about it. It was so good, and the third one was not as good as this one. I don't know why people were like, you have to wait till the third one, because this second one was so good, and it was probably my favorite book this year. I also really loved the book Mudvayne by Taryn Fisher. That one was also really good. I read it from the library on my Kindle, and I loved that one a lot. Number 2 is best sequel you've read so far in 2015, and that one would have to be The Winner's Crime by Marie Ruzowski. I thought this one was even better than The Winner's Curse, which I loved that one a lot. So yeah, this was a really good sequel and I really loved it. 3 is a new release that you haven't read yet but want to. I really want to read Alina Vanishing by Alina Dunkel, and I want to read The Leveler by Julia Durango, Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone, The Summer of Chasing Mermaids by Sarah Ochler. There are many books I need to read, and I'm pretty sure those all came out this year. If not, whoops. But I want to read those ones. 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and that has to be Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. That's the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series, and that's really the only one I'm looking forward to. There's nothing else I'm like, oh man, I really need this year I can think of. I'm probably wrong, but I can't think of anything. 5 is biggest disappointment this year, and that's going to have to be Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. I really loved Cruel Beauty. I read that last year, so I was looking forward to this one, and I didn't like anything about it. I thought it was really boring and really lame, and I'm really mad I spent like full price on it because it is beautiful, but it just wasn't a good book, so I'm sad I spent money on it. 6 is biggest surprise. I guess that's a book I didn't think I like. I'm going to go with A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I didn't really like the Archive series. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was pretty good, but she's not my favorite author because I didn't really like Vicious at all. I did not like Vicious. So I read this one and I wasn't really like thinking I would like it, but I loved this book. This one was really good, and I'm excited for the sequel. 7 is favorite new author, and I think that's going to be Maria Ruzowski. I've never read anything by her except these 2 books, and I really like them. I've never read anything by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I read Don't Look Back this year, which I super enjoyed, and I read the first book in her Lux series, and I really liked that one too, so I think she's an author I'm enjoying a lot. And I loved Mudvayne by Taryn Fisher a lot, but that's the only thing I've read by her. But it was so good. So, oh, I also read Never Never Part 1 and 2, and Part 1 was really good. So I liked that. So yeah, that's another favorite author. 8 is newest fictional crush. I can't think of anything. I don't think there's any boy I'm like, oh man, I love you. 9 is newest favorite character. I love Cestral. Is that how you say her name? I don't know, but I love her. And I love Selena from Throne of Glass, but I read Throne of Glass before, but I didn't like that first book very much, so I like her even more now. And, ooh, I really like Lucien, I don't really know, from According to Thorns and Roses, the friend. He's really awesome. I love him. 10 is a book that made you cry, and The Book Thief made me sob so much at the end, and I also cried a lot at the end of the 10th Pendragon book. I've read these both before, so I guess they don't really count, but I can't think of anything this year that made me cry that I never read before. But I also didn't really remember these at all, so reading them I didn't remember the sad things in this, so I think it's justified that they made me cry a lot. 11 is a book that made you happy, and that was like 75% of the books I've read. None of them I've really hated that much this year, which is good, because last year I read quite a few like 2-star books that I didn't really enjoy, so a lot of them did make me happy this year. I'm glad. 12 is favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. Gone Girl. I've watched Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I watched Meet Earl and the Dying Girl. I think those are the only ones I've seen, and I think The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was my favorite. I know that didn't come out this year, but I saw it this year, so it's my favorite one. And Meet Your All the Dying Girl was pretty close to the book, but the book was still better. It was kind of funny in the movie, but a lot of it was just really awkward and like trippy. I think it was like a kind of like an independent film type thing, indie, you know, like, yeah, I think so. So it was kind of weird, but the book was a lot better. And Gone Girl was pretty close to the book as well, but I think I liked the book better, so I'd have to go with my favorite was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo because it was better as a movie, in my opinion. 13 is favorite video you have done so far this year, and probably all the videos I do with Ashley because we always have so much fun and we laugh a lot, and I don't know, they're always so fun, the ones we do. And I know we did a lot last year, but we've done some this year too that are fun. And I really like doing unboxing videos, like unboxing Owl Crate or like Pop Sugar boxes. I just think those are fun, like honest reactions on camera of things. And yeah, and tag videos. I love tag videos too. Just, I like all my videos. 14 is most beautiful book you bought so far this year or received. As you can see, I couldn't pick just one. And finally, 15 is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I'm trying to read every book I own that I haven't read by the end of the year just to, you know, start fresh in 2016 or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. I hope to just finish the last 2 Game of Thrones books and read a few more classics because that was like my goal to myself at the beginning of the year, was to finish all the Game of Thrones that are out and to read a few classics. I've read a few this year, but it would be cool to read a few more. So yeah, those are really my only goals. Mid-year book freakout tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.